Let it out. Acholi, yeah. Keep my channel with it, keep on love with it, and tell me me keep my channel with it, keep on love with it, and tell me me Acholi Soccer tournament, Australia, go be them to we are. Acholi Soccer tournament, Australia, go be them to we. Keep my channel with it, keep on love with it, and tell me me keep my channel with it, keep on love with it, and tell me me Acholi Soccer tournament, Australia, go be them to we are. Acholi Soccer tournament, Australia, go be them to we. I take a jam melody, when take a day. I take a jam melody, when take a day. I take a jam melody, when better do. I take a jam melody, when better do. But no, I'm not the man, not the rival. But no, I'm not the man, not the rival. But no, I'm not the man, not the rival. But no, I'm not the rival. I think I can look in that escape. It's 12:54. In Melbourne time. The Africa wanted to work with it. But go be the chairman of one man when it went back. These two bands. Acholi to Melbourne, we can. A level of women level of one to what you could be. Always Melbourne, United Star, we are the best. Yeah. What do you want to cup and put it?
So we're going for the cup.
We're going to go retain our trophy, yeah? Defender.
Back to back.
On the bench,
Acholi United Stars.
My name is not in it, you're not singing.
I was trying to fall asleep in the back seat, and then I looked at the back, and this belt was hanging out the back mirror or something like that, and I was like, nah.
You done? Go!
Hello, Mr. Ramsey. Chairman me.
Acholi United Star, 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 Acholi United Star. When I'm at the take over fire, 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 Acholi United States, when I go fire, Acholi United States, when I go fire, Acholi United States, when I go fire. Acholi United States, when I go.
Mr. Musti.
Yeah, we are here. Go ahead.
Acholi United Star, Acholi United Star, Acholi United Star. We more can do the love, why we wing, be a miel, be more can do the love, why we wing, be a miel. Wanna kill a young twinkie Melbourne, wanna marry a young twinkie Melbourne, wanna quite a twinkie Melbourne.
We've just arrived here. Reverifix is ready. Mr. Gucci. Oh, Joe is a shot.
Have a quick discussion all together as a team.
Let's go. One more loyal, one more loyal, one more loyal. Hey! One more loyal, one more loyal, one more loyal. Hey! One more loyal, one more loyal, one more loyal. Hey! Boys are having breakfast. Prepared by the only master chef that we have here. None other than Mr. Mark himself. Master chef. Probably by next year we will start bringing our wives. Make things easy for us here.
Acholi Melbourne, Acholi Sydney, Acholi Darwin.
I pray that all is well with all teams, and I pray especially for this team, Father. We've come very, very far to do well. I pray that your hand will be with us as we play, and then we decide a decision making will be a good one, Father. We love each other, support each other under all circumstances. I pray all this in the mighty name of Jesus. Let's all say amen.
Amen. So our formation is just 4-3-3. Just play as a team. You guys have done it before, like in a couple of friendly games we played. Sometimes we lost and then you guys came from behind. Please, let's try and do our best with this tournament. I want to see the golden boot come from this team, the golden glove from this team, and the trophy and everything from this team.
Yes.
And I believe you all can do this. You've done it before. They fear you. And this year, they're coming hard. They want to beat you guys.
The first game, obviously, we went up against Brisbane. They came out gun blazing, like as every team should be doing, because we're the defending champion from the previous year.
If we can't win with this team, then there's something wrong with that.
I want one person to take responsibility of taking free kicks and one person to take penalties, because I don't want...
We'll sort it out on the
We'll sort it out. Okay.
Funny thing, me and Nelson, we actually had a discussion before the game about who's taking the penalty. We even did rock, paper, scissors. I ended up losing, but Nelson, being Nelson, he's like, nah, you take it.
The first thing in my head was the last 4 tournaments I played, we haven't had a penalty, and as soon as I'm injured, we get one. I know that if I was out there was no way Sosa would have taken that, would have picked up the ball myself.
So I went there, I was confident, I went up, and obviously it didn't go in. It was a horrible penalty. I don't want to talk about that anymore.
It happens, you know, you score some, you miss some, and yeah, next one Sosa will probably score, so that's football.
I'm taking it.
Drop. Miami. Back when you're back.
Melbourne, Adelaide.
Masha, right there.
Umiro ngamulo.
Amilo.
Gloria, we go, Gloria!
Melbourne forever.
Yes. I'm just proud of the girls. They did well, considering what they did last year in Sydney. To turn it around and go to the final this year in Adelaide was really it was positive. Everything was positive.
You and I can make it stronger. Forever we are the future. You and I can make it better. We can make it better as nice as we want. We can make it better as good as we want.
I think they're missing key players as well, but credit to Ngannou, he coached them really well, and yeah.
Ngannou taking him from here all by himself, 2 years in a row, you need some sort of strength to deal with this kind of girl.
We're going to show Sydney what's up. Hey, but we still support the girls though. When the girls win, we win. Yeah.
Acholi Melbourne, AANST Acholi Sydney, AANST Acholi Down, AANST Acholi Perth, AANST Acholi Adelaide, AANST Newcastle, AANST.
He done it on purpose, I swear. Go down the line. Oh, look. No.
We have a date with Adelaide. It says some... Yeah!
Yes!
Our friends in this team, we have some fake fans here that, when we're losing, we're not around. And then when we're winning, they just appear out of nowhere. We don't need that.
Hey boys, let's go.
Semifinals. Acholi United versus Adelaide. It'll be a tough game.
But let's be disciplined.
Yes.
Yeah? Maturity.
Yes.
We want to go all the way and fucking take it home.
Yes.
First of all, round of applause to Alex.
Get through, bro.
We're going to keep it simple. Everyone just in, united on 3. Bring it in.
Everyone, bring it in. Bring it in. Everyone. 1, 2, 3, United!
Look at Sosa's leg, bro. He's still here for this team. everyone just put in, man. Like, everyone's already tired. Some people have played every single game. So, like, if you come off, just know you've done enough. And if you come on, go 110%. And at the end of the day, someone's going to win it or lose it. We'll win it if we just keep doing the same shit we've been doing all tournament.
All right, boys, United on 3. 1, 2, 3, United!
Well done, boys. Boys, you did good, yeah?
Keep your heads up.
Keep your heads up.
We've done very well. Can't do any more than that.
Hey, family, yeah? Come on.
Family, come on, let's go. Up, let's go.
Everyone in, everyone in.
Hey, boys and girls, everybody in. Everybody in.
Hey, wait.
Everybody in.
Hey, these guys are hosting it next year, yeah? So we're going to go there and take it back, right?
That's it.
Hey, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family!
That's it, let's go.
Best goalkeeper for the goal, man. And then top scorer, Acholi Soccer. Go. I'm going to move to the boys. Best player for the boys is Mike. From Brisbane. What are you drinking? Come on, Brisbane. Come on, you can make it. Top scorer for the boys. Best keeper. Adelaide from Acholi. The best team is the right team in the building, which is Bruce Vegas. Come on, y'all give it up to Come on. Perfect, Adelaide, right.
VIC. This year's tournament been, for us, it was harder because the reason being is we made it hard for ourselves.
It's hard to get players together during the season because everyone obviously has club commitments, but we played a couple of friendlies towards the tournament, like when there was a few weeks left.
Last year in Sydney, we were just like spot on everything. When we get on the field, we're switched on straight away. Warming up, everybody's listening. This year we just lacked a bit of that.
Because you could just tell everybody's attitude was just off.
even before that Adelaide game, no one was there on time. Like we went out like with like 5 minutes to go or something. Or was that the final? I don't know.
Again, that's like we can only blame ourselves. We can point the fingers like this, that.
It's like we didn't go to Adelaide for the tournament. Like we went there for other stuff, you know.
It's tough, you know. Football is a game of fine margins, and we had chances to run away with it. I think we went up twice in the finals, but yeah, you don't take your opportunities. The other team goes and scores.
I think it was I think this number for the squads was good.
Squad, if you compare it to last year, was a bit smaller.
It was good for the rotation and everything. It's just it would be better if everyone was fit and yeah, like everyone would get enough game time. Like I don't think anyone was really complaining or anything.
Still a solid squad. We made all the way to the finals.
The group stage was the toughest group stage we've been in years, in my opinion.
I felt like the tournament was set up. They didn't even give us like a good pitch. Like the pitch, you know, it was like what you play in Africa. It's not even like, you know. And then you see the Cup of Nations. They have like, you know, world-class grass, and then it was like, what the hell? What were these guys doing?
And also the officials as well. I think if we have official linesmen and refs and decisions go wrong, then no one can really complain. But without them, it's kind of easy to point the finger and stuff.
That was like an easy group, and then there was like a tough group. So it was all set up, like, you know, corruption.
I had some conversation with obviously the people from Adelaide. They told me there was only one person like literally running the tournament.
Like it was a good game and all, but if it was proper officials and we lost, then I would, you know, I wouldn't have any hard feelings against the tournament. But yeah.
If we do organize this kind of tournament, we need proper officials.
It was clear why there was a lot of injuries. The pitch wasn't the best, so I think something Brisbane needs to focus on for next year's get a proper surface to play on.
Angriest player. I'll give that to me. I think I'm the angriest player when I'm playing, but for good reason. You know, when you're playing, be serious, but off the field, Angel. The scariest person in the team. I'll give that to Trevor Samakula. Not on the field, but because obviously we stayed in the same hotel. I couldn't sleep. Trevor and Tico have something to do every night, 3 a.m. to do this. Like it's the worst. You can't sleep, and it was like I was really scared because it was the first time experiencing it.
Sosa breaking his ankle in the first game, that's a big loss. Chudia's red card in the semi-finals, that's another big loss.
Us losing the final. You know, we did pretty well with the numbers of injuries we had, but you never want to lose a final.
I wasn't allowed to play because of my ankle. It was sad, like it was depressing on the bench. You know, you just watch everyone play, it's like you're disabled, you know, it's sad.
Best moment, probably our first win. I think we played Sydney in the second game, and we knew it was a do or die. So to win that game was that probably set us up for the next day. So it was good.
When we knocked Adelaide out, that was actually the best moment. I was happy after that game. You know, it was kind of like we won the whole thing. Basically, that's how it felt.
1, 2, 3, United!
Nah, last year I didn't even get a bed. That's why. So this year I'm happy. I was sleeping on a couch with a teddy bear, and this year I actually got a bed with blankets and everything. So you know, accommodation was good.
That's a simple one.
The skipper, Malesh
and Nelson, there's two of the slowest guys. They never like to do anything on time.
I think, when was it? Was it Saturday? He was the first one up. Woke everyone up, went back, laid down, everyone got ready, except him. He was the last one out of the house as well.
The most funniest person has to go to Tico.
Oh my God, you know, we're going to touch like hey, you can't do much.
I think this guy was complaining about everything. Nah, Clement, on the way there, Clement has to be the funniest.
Man, you made it.
Yeah, like everyone said, it was probably Tico. The guy was just a clown the whole way. Best player for us in the tournament. I had Momo too. He played all the games. So like, who you actually gonna pick? You know, the stuff. Everybody did their part. Alex had good games as well, where he saved the penalties. So it's hard. It's actually hard to pick.
In my opinion, our best player, I think, would have to be Nelson. I think he stood out a lot. He played every game, and he was very good in every game, going forward and back. Like, that's what you expect from your midfielder. It was sad to see him not win the best player of the tournament overall. I was gonna say me, but I only played 2 games. Yeah, for me, Nelson was the best player. The guy actually does everything. He protects. He goes up forward. The only thing about him is he doesn't have a right foot, so that's probably the only weakness I can say. Tournament-wise, if I had to pick a player from another team, I would say our ex-player, Lucky Joe. Obviously, it's good to see him leading Brisbane now. Obviously, he played with us, he was a bit younger, but now he's captaining his side to a final and winning it, so that's good on him. I think he stood out.
I asked him for the 3rd goal. What is it? He said offside. Alright, I said what can we do?
I think people were emotional, like at the final whistle. Looked around, you know. There's a lot of emotions. That's football, you know. That's how we express our feelings, I guess. The difference between this year and when was it, Newcastle, I think we deserved it more then, because we went there with a smaller squad. I think maybe 12, 13 players that were fit, and within those players some went 100% too. So, and I think it was just we could have got it, but just little errors here and there, and I think that's why I hurt a bit more. But if you compare it to this year, I think overall Brisbane were the better team. So I think we can hold our heads high. We lost to a good team. They came prepared. They wanted it more. So yeah, we have to learn from that and hopefully bring it next year.
Congratulations to Brisbane boys. Dennis, great coach. He was a good player too. I'm happy for him taking over the Brisbane team, coaching and whatnot. It was a great bunch of guys. It's unfortunately that I broke my leg against you guys, but it happens. Injury is part of the game, and we'll see you guys next year in Brisbane. Salute.
Be prepared.